All right, let's talk about what it really takes to get something done, to achieve something great. It's not just about the hustle and grind everyone posts about online. Nah, we're going to go deeper. We're exploring the internal journey, the battles you have to fight when literally no one is watching.
So let's just get right to it. I want you to ask yourself this. What is really stopping you? Seriously. Because here's the deal. Most of the time, it's not your competition. It's not your boss. It's not the economy. The real fight, the one that actually decides if you win or lose, it starts right up here, inside your own head. This quote, it just nails it, doesn't it? It gets right to the heart of the whole thing. Success or failure, it doesn't begin when you take that first step. No way. It starts way before that. It starts with your mindset. It's about the choice you make right now about what you believe you can do. That is where the journey actually begins.
Okay, so let's dive into our first section here. The battle begins within. This is where we're going to break down the internal stuff. The forces that are actually shaping your reality, every single moment.
So every single day, you're at a fork in the road. And this is it. Faith or fear. Think about it. Fear, it just makes you worry. It makes you hesitate. It paralyzes you before you even get started. But faith, that's a different game entirely. Faith prepares you. It pushes you to move, and it makes you stronger for whatever's coming. You have to decide which one is driving the car.
And, a huge part of that choice really boils down to this. Where's your focus? Are you externally oriented or internally oriented? If you're externally oriented, your whole life is just a reaction. You're always looking for validation, for likes, for approval, and honestly, it's an incredibly weak place to be. But being internally oriented, man, that is pure power. You know what you want, you build your own confidence, and all that noise from the outside world, it just doesn't shake you.
Okay, which brings us perfectly to section 2. Do the work anyway. Because once you start getting your head right, well, the actual work has to start. And the key thing is, it has to start whether you feel like it or not.
Okay, this right here is so important. So many of us are waiting to feel motivated, waiting to feel inspired, waiting for the work to suddenly feel fun and exciting. But let's be real. The truth is, most of the time, it's a grind. It's repetitive. It's uncomfortable. Real results don't come from some fleeting feeling of passion. They come from discipline. They come from just showing up and refusing to break that promise you made to yourself.
And check this out. Look at how that struggle actually builds you into the person who can win. The suffering, it's not the roadblock. It's actually the raw material. It's what creates perseverance. And that perseverance, that's what forges your character. And it's only from that character, that strength you earned, that real, unshakable hope can even exist.
Honestly, if there's just one thing you take away from this entire conversation, let it be these 2 words. Just start. It is so easy to get completely lost in planning, in researching, and trying to make everything perfect before you begin. But you know what that is? It's just a fancy way to procrastinate. None of it means anything if you don't take that first, messy, imperfect step. All right, now let's talk about the part of the journey that isn't so glamorous. Section 3, the high cost of greatness. Because let me tell you, any journey that's actually worth taking is going to demand a real sacrifice. This is a really hard truth to swallow. As you start to change, as you start to grow, not everyone is going to be cheering for you. Your progress, without you even saying a word, can feel like a spotlight on their own inaction, and that creates resentment. It creates friction. You have to be ready for the fact that some people just can't come with you.
And the cost? It can be really steep. I mean, just look at this list. We're talking about real loss and real pain here. Losing friends, maybe even family, facing mockery, feeling totally isolated, public humiliation, depression. This is the stuff people don't post on Instagram. But this is the price of admission for greatness.
But here's the thing. Here's how you have to reframe that whole struggle. Right now, in the moment, that pain feels like it's everything. It feels like it's going to last forever. But a month from now, a year from now, you're not going to remember the specific sting of that discomfort. What you will have, what will stay with you, is the pride of knowing you got through it. That feeling, that's forever.
And all of this, it all leads us to our final, and I think most powerful section. Your destiny is waiting. This is where we take everything we've talked about and use it to actively build the future you actually want. Okay, let's get one thing crystal clear right now. You have to throw out this passive idea of fate. If you're sitting around thinking the universe is just going to hand you your dreams on a silver platter, you're going to be waiting your entire life. Destiny is not a gift, it's a challenge. It's not just waiting for you, it's waiting on you to act.
I mean, look at the difference here. On one side, you've got passivity. That's just waiting, hoping, staying comfortable. On the other side, you have destiny. It is the exact opposite. It's forged in action. It's built from the very struggle and pain we've been talking about. It is a conscious, active choice to build the life you want, not just settle for the one you get. And this, right here, is the bottom line. The version of you that exists today, the one who's a little scared, who seeks safety, who wants to be comfortable, that person cannot achieve your destiny. It's just not possible. To get to where you want to go, that version of you has to be left behind. Yeah, growth is painful, but that's the whole point.
So we're going to end with this one last, pretty intense thought. The life you say you want, it requires the you of today to die. It's a fundamental transformation. You have to let go of the old self, the weak self, the scared self, the part of you that's been holding you back this whole time. It's like a metaphorical death to make room for a rebirth. So, the only question left to ask is, are you ready?